Wow, folks. Sweet Mary, Mother of God. Today was rough. Okay, so the rough part was this. Let's go to regular trading hours only. And first we'll look at, we'll look at both of them. I started watching NQ again. ES again, just to get an idea of what it's doing in relation to NQ, because its signals have been a lot cleaner here the last week or two. So our open is right here. This is today. Okay. Now I mark out the regular trading hour, 4 hour highs and 4 hour lows, just because ICT said they hold more weight. So that's why I look them up. And I don't worry about the overnight hours so much. I do mark out the pre-market high and low, which we did go to today. This push up got the pre-market high, but it also got into this new week opening gap from last week. And when we came down, we didn't have a gap this week. It was just dead straight even, but it did come down and touch that. Also filled the gap from yesterday. Now, the only thing we could go by here is a bullish breaker right here. That candle. You could go by the 1 minute, but it got violated a million times. So I just use this, and then there's a little fair value gap right above it. And then this respected that fair value gap. So you were good to go long, but you were going to be paying for it. So you could have caught that one run up, expecting it to go to this blue line, but it only went to the pre-market high, filled the end wall, and straight back down it went. It did not take this low yet. Back to settlement, all the way down, and it did not take the low of the day. That's where I ended up getting in my long, using this as my breaker. I actually put a Fibonacci tool, measuring tool, on, I think I put it on the whole candle. Let's see. I may have just put it on the wick. Let's see how it reacted to it. Oh man, come on. Yeah, I put it on the whole candle. You see, that would be our breaker, so we want candle bodies to respect the halfway point of it, and they did. Now, let's go over here. This one, the low of the day, was actually made later in the day. And I put a Fibonacci on it too. Even though it's not green, it's still the lowest candle of the day. I may have just used the wick on it. I can't remember. But that's about right. And I wanted candle bodies. Yeah, I did. I just used the wick. Because it's not green, I just used the wick, because it would be considered a premium wick for buy side. So I just used the wick on that, and then look at the candle bodies. Respect, respect, respect. We pulled away with a fair value gap right here, dipped back into it, and that gave me the confirmation to go long over here. And I felt like this was our target, because we made relative equal highs. We have all these up here, and so I felt like that was our target. And it ended up being our target, so that was good. And ES had already taken a 4-hour high. I'm not sure what this one's on here for. Let me get rid of it. It had already taken this 4-hour high early on. No, that might have been the one I was looking at. Let me look at a 4-hour here for you real quick. That don't look quite right. Okay, so yeah, this one was the one it had already taken. We could have moved this up because I didn't realize we had that one. I didn't update ES like I did the NQ. I do it every single day, but doing ES again it's a lot of lines to draw. So that was our other one. This one was really inconsequential. It shouldn't even be there. But this one was traded through, and that's when we made this push down. It was also traded through pre-market, and we made a push down, but we really needed to be traded through during the New York session in order for that level to be respected there. Okay, to start looking for a reversal pattern. So we'll look at that on the 1 minute again. So ES, I think that one, I think I might be off on my line because I think that one poked it just barely by a tick. Looking at it here, it didn't get it by a tick, so I think my line's off just a little bit. Let's go to the 4 hour one more time and make sure. Yeah, my line's off just a little. I'll zoom in on it so I'll make sure I get in the right spot. Because I'm pretty sure when we came up here, we can do like a 15-minute. I'm pretty sure it took it by a tick the first time. 1 minute. Yeah. It made it relative equal. It didn't quite take it. I thought it took it, but it didn't. Okay. Well, that's a whole lot of talking about nothing. But this chop right here was brutal because your first time down, we took the pre-market high, we filled the gap. You think we're going up and zip back down. And these were big rips. I mean, this is like an 80-point range. From the high of this to the low of that. No, that ain't right. Oh, that's over here on ES. It was only a 20-point range. Check it out over here. Just this chop right here. From the high of that one to the low of this one, 92 points. That was brutal to be involved with. And I think the only good trade of the day was here because these were nail biters. Trying to hold those, very difficult. This one went up. Yeah, you got a reversal pattern, but we didn't take the stinking high. We only took the pre-market high. So I wasn't comfortable with any of that until we did this right here. And then I was ready to get involved. So pretty good. And we made this little fair value gap here. It was kind of like my line in the sand. I think I had a 15-second chart on when I was watching that. Yeah. I put it on that 15-second fair value gap, and we respected it. And when we came back down, we respected it again too. So that was good. And then adios payado to the top. I hope y'all caught some of that movement and you didn't get caught too much in that chop. That was a pretty nice move. 181 points all total. I was just trying to get back to settlement on that. I got in here, got out right there. 80 points. Not a bad day in the old XFA. And you could have made some good money over here on ES as well. This is settlement for Friday. And this was settlement yesterday. I didn't even have it marked. But I just wanted to see how it responded to its 4 hour levels and pre-market highs and lows and stuff. So there we go. I traded only Nasdaq, but I wanted to keep an eye on that one. That's it for today, folks. It was not an easy day to trade. If you struggled, I apologize. I mean, we took this 4 hour low, but we acted like it didn't matter. We really wanted this gap fill. That's what we wanted. And so we worked it. We worked it hard. But we got it worked now. It's going to be interesting to see where we go next. Are we going to all-time highs? Or are we falling out of bed? This is non-farm payroll week, and crazy things can happen. If the market wants to go lower for non-farm payroll, we're going to move higher the next few days. If it wants to go lower or higher for non-farm payroll, we'll be moving lower the next few days. So we'll just have to see how it all pans out. Thanks for watching.